Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not entirely sure what time it is for you because it is the internet and you could be watching this at any moment. Anyhow, my name is Dan Heaston and I am the marketing director with the Heirloom Registry. And today we're going to take a very quick tour of the basic functionality of the registry. As you may already know, the Heirloom Registry is a way for you to save the story of your stuff. So any treasured belongings, and particularly those things that have a story or provenance. And to do this, we use unique item registration numbers in combination with stickers, brass plates, or other marking methods, and a secure online database. But the easiest way to explain how it works is to use it. So let's get started. First things first, we need to order a secure unique registration number from the Heirloom Registry Marketplace. Okay, so here we are at the House Street Publishing Marketplace, and you can see our company's different offerings, including the Heirloom Registry and the Home History Book. Because we're talking Heirloom Registry today, though, let's go ahead and click on the Heirloom Registry storefront, and this will take us to our product page. We offer a few different options, including brass plates, premium labels, and standard stickers, and these all have unique registration numbers. And you can really think of these things as license plates for your stuff. The idea would be to fasten these to your precious belonging. However, if you'd rather not affix something to the object, you can also just order a registration number with no sticker or brass plate for as little as 99 cents. However, when ordering, keep in mind that the unique registration number needs to stay connected to the item in some capacity. So if you'd rather write the number on by hand, carve it on, sew it on if it's something like a quilt, paint it on, or store the number someplace near the item like in a safety deposit box, go for it. But just make sure the number, the item, and some mention of the web address, heirloomregistry.com, stay connected in some way, as they are all essential for unlocking the item story. Today we're going to say we ordered the 5-pack of standard stickers for $9.99, which will allow us to share the story of 5 different items in our home. Okay, so we've ordered the stickers and they have arrived by mail. So first thing I need to do is head back to the heirloomregistry.com and create a free account. Now I've already created an account, so I've kind of cheated a little bit, so I'll just go ahead and log in. So here I go. All you need is a email and a password to create an account. So okay, so here I am at my account page. I've already registered another item here, as you can see, a dining room table, and you can see them here. It's a nice little inventory that helps you keep track of what you've registered and make changes or even delete items later on if you want. But I'm here to register something new, so I'll go ahead and click on Register a New Heirloom here. Once I do this, you'll see 2 choices, Register a New Heirloom or look up a previously registered heirloom. Because it's brand new and not yet registered, I'll enter my numbers here. And once I do this, I'll be taken to the entry page for the item where you can tell the item's story. So I'm going to grab my sticker that has its unique code, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Okay, and it looks like that is correct. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Register Heirloom. And that takes us to our entry page. Today we're going to register a fountain lamp that was purchased while I was living in Taiwan in 2005. It's not a particularly expensive piece, monetarily not that valuable, doesn't really have that much history to it, but it holds a lot of personal memories for me, sentimental value that I may want to pass on someday. So let's start off by entering the description. It is a fountain lamp. I'm going to go ahead and choose the lamp category, and you can see over here we have a lot of different categories you can put your pieces under to categorize it. Model manufacturer, I'm actually not sure of, so I'm going to go ahead and put unsure. I was not able to track that down at this point. The year it was created or manufactured, I don't know the answer to that, so I'm going to leave that blank. And that brings up a good point. None of these fields are mandatory. You can fill out as much or as little as you want with any of this stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank. Place of acquisition, Taipei, Taiwan. It was acquired by me in 2005. And this brings us to the other information box. And this is really where I can share the narrative of the piece. About how my parents bought it for me at a flower market in Taipei when they came and visited me while I taught English over there. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that in there just to kind of move things along. But if I had more time too, I also right now I might put the purchase price the original purchase price that we were able to haggle that price down from its original asking. That was my parents' first visit to Taiwan, and the first time they met my future wife. That the lamp has traveled from Washington State to Texas since then. Kind of all these details that help to bring the story of the lamp to life. And you can share personal information here, or you can keep it more generic. It's really up to you. There are no rules. It's just what you're comfortable with. Okay, so after finishing up with the other information box, we're going to go ahead and upload a couple of photos of the image or associated photos. So to do that, you just click on this edition symbol here, and you can find an image. We'll get one of the lamp, and we'll just call it the lamp. Simple. So it's just uploading here briefly, and you can put up to 6 images over in this area just to let you know. And what you do here is you can click on, and there's the picture of the lamp. We'll do one more. We'll do a horrible picture of myself with my parents, struggling to keep what remaining hair I had at the time. And you'll see Mom, myself, and my dad at the flower market where we purchased the lamp. So that's how that works. Okay, so that's pretty much the basics there. There are a few other things that we have not talked about today that we don't have a whole lot of time to talk about, such as this big box down here called the private registry. And what you can do with this, you can put information in this box that you may consider private, but you may want someone to know someday, such as your name, your home address. And what you can do is you can actually seal this for a predetermined amount of time, anywhere from 5 to 99 years. And what will happen is that after that amount of time that you choose, that information will then become public. You can also, another feature that we have not talked about is you can link your item, in this case the lamp, to other items. So say it was part of a dining room set, you could link it to the other pieces, so those always stay together. You can allow people to email you regarding your precious belonging. You can share your items entry via social media, like Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. But like most everything else on the site, all these different features that I just told you about are completely optional. You can use them if you want to, and you can ignore them if you don't want to. In the future, we'll probably have another video on kind of these advanced features that you might be interested in watching. So keep a lookout for that. Okay, so once I've saved my record, I'm done. And so we're going to go ahead and save it now. And now it's permanently in the heirloom registry, and there's nothing more I ever have to do. What was that? Probably about 5 minutes of actual entry time, and the story of my little lamp is now preserved forever. Now keep in mind, it's not the full story. As I told you earlier, there was more information I wanted to add. I just didn't have time. As the account holder, though, you can rest assured that any item registered in your account, you can always go back and edit later. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's go ahead and click up here on My Heirlooms. And this is the account page you come to when you first log in, as you probably remember. We're going to go ahead and click on the item number associated with the fountain lamp, which we just registered. And this brings us to this page, and you can see here it says Edit. Click on Edit, and it brings you back to this page. So you can always go back in, the account holder can, I should say, and edit things later. So don't feel pressure to put everything in right away when you first start registering items. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save this. All right, now that we've entered the some basic information about the heirloom, the lamp, the last thing we're going to want to do is affix the sticker to the lamp. So, and of course, keep in mind that not everything should be stuck. Putting the registration number on the front of a priceless painting is probably not the best idea, but putting it on the inside of a drawer or on the underside of a family clock or a table or a vase, or in this case a lamp, works great. And once you do that, whatever story you have saved on the site will now come alive to whomever enters the item's registration number at our site, whether that's tomorrow or decades in the future. So to illustrate this, I'm going to go ahead and log out of our account, and we're going to pretend like it's 30 years in the future. And let's say my son or my daughter, whoever, sees the lamp and the sticker. They don't have any of my login information, but they don't need it. They see the web address on the sticker, so they type it in, heirloomregistry.com, and they see the unique registration number. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend like it's 30 years in the future, and all I see is this number. I'm going to go down here where it says look up a previously registered heirloom. And so now that's all they have, the website and the number. And so now they look us up the heirloom, and voila, there it is. There's the lamp. Now, since they're not logged into my account, they cannot change any of the story. They can't add to it. They can't revise anything. But they can read everything that I had written 30 years earlier. Pretty cool. For more videos from House Street Publishing and the Heirloom Registry, please visit the House Street Publishing YouTube channel at youtube.com/HousestoryPub.